Look, have you ever hung out with friends, had a great time, laughed, genuinely enjoyed yourself, and then when you got home, you felt completely drained, like more exhausted than if you'd run a marathon? Yeah. It's not because you don't like your friends, it's not because you're antisocial. It's something completely different. And if you're feeling this right now, this video is for you. So let me ask you something. Have you ever felt guilty for wanting to cancel plans even though you knew it would be fun? Or have you ever come home from a party and thought, why do I feel worse now than before I went? Because here's what nobody tells you. The reason you feel drained after socializing might have nothing to do with whether you're introverted or extroverted. It might have everything to do with the type of energy you're spending and the fact that nobody taught you how to protect it. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why this happens, the 3 types of social drain most people don't notice, and most importantly, how you can socialize without feeling completely destroyed afterward. And stay until the end, because the last part, that one will completely change how you think about your relationships. It was the moment everything finally clicked for me. Okay, so let's talk about what's actually happening here, because it's not what most people think. Everyone knows the whole introvert versus extrovert thing, right? Introverts recharge alone, extroverts recharge with people. But here's the problem. That's way too surface level. Because the truth is, anyone can feel completely drained after socializing. It's not about how long you spent with people. It's about the type of interaction you had. Think of your social energy like a phone battery. Some interactions charge it, some drain it. And some drain it so fast you don't even notice until you're at 2% and panicking. Most people don't know how to tell the difference. So they socialize the same way with everyone, get completely exhausted, and assume something is wrong with them. There isn't. The problem is that nobody taught you there are different types of social drain, and once you understand that, everything changes. For a long time, I thought something was wrong with me. I liked my friends, I liked going out, but every time I came home, I felt empty, physically exhausted in a way that didn't make sense. And the worst part? I felt guilty. I thought, these people care about me. Why can't I just enjoy the moment without feeling destroyed afterward? It took me a long time to realize it wasn't about liking or not liking people. It was about understanding the 3 types of social drain and realizing I was falling into all of them without even knowing. And that's what I want to show you now.
All right, type number 1. And this one is the big one. Pay attention. Have you ever been in a social situation where you felt like you had to perform? Like you're not just being yourself, you're being the version of you that you think people expect. Maybe you're at a work event and you feel like you need to be funnier, more confident, more outgoing than you really are. Or maybe you're with a group of friends, but they're friends of a friend, so you're kind of putting on a show. That's performance drain. And it's exhausting because you're not just socializing, you're monitoring yourself constantly. Your brain goes into hypervigilance mode. You're scanning the room, reading facial expressions, calculating what to say next, adjusting your tone, your body language, your jokes. It's like running 5 programs at once on your computer. Of course the battery dies fast. And here's the sneaky part. Even if the interaction is fun, even if you're laughing, even if it looks like you're enjoying yourself, when you get home, you feel completely empty because you spent so much energy trying to be accepted that there was nothing left to actually connect. So if you've ever left a social situation thinking, why do I feel worse now? This was probably it. Type number 2. And this one is sneaky. Have you ever spent time with someone and afterward felt like you carried the entire emotional weight of the conversation? They vented, they complained, they told you about all their problems, and you listened because you care, because you're a good friend. But when it was over, you felt completely drained. That's emotional drain. It happens when you absorb someone else's emotions without space to process your own. There's a big difference between supporting someone and becoming their emotional dumping ground. Support is reciprocal. It's two-way. But when it's just you giving and never receiving, that's not connection. That's drain. And here's the part nobody tells you. You're not responsible for fixing anyone else's emotions. You can listen, you can support, but if you're leaving every conversation feeling emotionally wrecked, you took on a weight that was never yours to carry. Type number 3. This one will feel very familiar to a lot of people. Have you ever been somewhere with too many people, loud noise, bright lights, multiple conversations at once, and after a while, you just think, I need to get out of here? That's stimulation drain. Your brain can only process so much information at once. Voices, music, movement, faces, conversations. Eventually, your nervous system hits its limit. You might still be having fun, but your body is done. So if you arrive energized and leave feeling like a zombie, you're not boring, you're not broken, you just reached your limit. So now you know the 3 types: performance drain, emotional drain, and stimulation drain. And once you can name what's draining you, you can finally do something about it. So the question becomes, how do you socialize without feeling completely destroyed afterward? First, identify your drain. The next time you feel exhausted after socializing, ask yourself, what drained me? Second, set boundaries, even with friends. Saying no doesn't make you cruel. It makes you intentional. Third, recharge on purpose. Silence, space, solitude. And finally, seek connections that energize you. Some people leave you feeling lighter, more alive, more yourself. Those are the connections that matter. Feeling drained after socializing doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're human. You deserve relationships that energize you, not ones that leave you empty. You don't have to fix everything today. Just start by being honest with yourself about what drains you and what fills you up. Take care of your energy. You deserve that.